Яна, выбирай архетип. Хотя нет, ну можешь просто сказать, какой тебе нравится, а я выберу, какой мне нравится.
Я выбираю создать нового персонажа.
М,
Ну, психика по нулям.
Нельзя, иначе он с ума сойдет.
Давай единичку.
Там, короче, персонаж может от лампочки умереть.
Пиздец. Ладно, возвращайся назад.
Сейчас все будет. Я думаю, заебись. Блять, что это такое? Да, блять. Тут есть очаровывайте мужчин и женщин в их кукловод.
Что ты знаешь?
Ну, это перки, типа, выбираешь. Ой, блять, пизда. Как назад вернуться? Я все заруинила. Там надо было еще перки сделать, и не туда нажала. Блять. Подожди, я сейчас перезайду. I may be stupid. Электрохимия, вы любите наркотики, и это взаимно.
В чем смысл игры?
Чё?
В чем смысл игры?
Типа РПГ, какая-то ролевая. Не знаю, я давно смотрела ее прохождение.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Ever, never radiant amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives that can... You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death is sweet and endless. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to...
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. And with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice Canadian motor carriage.
Смотри, Яна, это я.
Сейчас. Почему-то какой-то, блядь, мини-титан.
Ты алкаш. Как здесь ходить?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You swoop up and catch the tie. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Штаны клёш. Диско блейзер. Сука, друг, ты пьяный, блядь. Стекло
You hear a
разбили.
jingle. Keys are clinking in the... It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring.
Внутренняя империя. Ебануться. Ботинок.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers them. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. As you slowly abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with where to even begin. There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like it's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between. It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Trying to make an expression with that face. Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scared. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn... What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You are correct. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. Okay, cool. I won't. Okay? Sir, you've been here for 3 days. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
The words have already left your mouth.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you... No. You see? Come on, man. Pretty, please. One more time. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
She looks back at you.
Goodbye.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you... That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real...
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my... Oh, it's not? You're right. It's not.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. A competent work of tech. Looks like this is the great school. Something about it makes you feel.
Look, your buddy. Why don't you go and...
He pretends not to hear you.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister. The man does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he knows if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the fort.
You realize this is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here, it also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree.
And then, soon after...
But first, we have to take it down. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your... You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number one. After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can...
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district
Fantastic.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at this...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said,
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer?
He thinks you're stupid, sire.
She went away because none of your...
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because...
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating
Я
about
пойду
that for you?
сполоснусь, скоро
It
вернусь.
got nothing to do with the lynching.
И ты откуда ты будешь?
Не, пока тут.
Good for you.
Окей.
Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted... That's easy. See that door there? First, you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume...
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this... Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of... Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not...
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
But it's not inane. I just...
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station. The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way you're... Don't thank me. You still owe me 70. If you don't have it by...
That's enough now, sir.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? Oh, that.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is... There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, the harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broke just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to...
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors... Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it... It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war...
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to...
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind... But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually...
Silence. That your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Yeah, apples. I take it you have. It's about biological determination. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The people who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. So,
Я
lately
вернулся.
we Occidentals have experienced an
Что интересного
unfortunate
происходит?
downturn when members of the
Изучаю.
superior race cease to believe in their innate
Ну,
superiority.
да, я как
They stop
говорила,
competing
ролевая
for
хуйня, здесь
resources.
надо читать, всякие решения принимать, изучать локацию.
М.
Мне нравится, я люблю что-то читать, изучать.
Там типа разные концовки или что?
Бля, честно, не знаю, потому что я не знаю. Ну, скорее всего, да.
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any? It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra Don't push your luck, Runt.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, one.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are...
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real. Welcome to Frick. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
She pops her raspberry. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with...
I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra T makes it.
The story goes that normal fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but not really. No. I don't know, really.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear...
Okay. Uh-huh.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various... Their logo is the bloodless rose.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, St. Baptiste. You know, St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol. The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that. No, Fritz only sells legal drugs. Like, the Pale Age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it, you know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale. Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances.
Чё, Яна, делаем из ГГ наркомана, блять?
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Maybe you should ask them questions, like, why would we have families to lead, you piece of shit?
So do we, Scott.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done...
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you...
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded.
А из-за чего она была популярна в ТикТоке?
Ну, блять, мемы плюс вот этот пэринг офицера Кима и главного героя. Типа, они напарники такие классные. Этот алкоголь, каким его лучше бро. Ким реально няшка.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate end. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If you...
I have a question. Why do all these men...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market.
Блять, у меня вообще другие задания, блять. Мне нужно тело достать, блять. Я какой-то хуйней занимаюсь. Обычно.
see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred in cop habit. You look at this isn't case related, you think.
Рисовка здесь очень приятная. Мне прям нравится.
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Это 2D вроде?
Ну, наверное, блядь. Хотя хуй знает, модельки вроде как 3D-шные. Скорее всего, 3. Ебу.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evident. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's
Oh yeah, another goofy Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah, right!
Shit.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such for. You will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure unfettered id.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got.
Irregular speech patterns. Overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This one.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not.
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Looks like you're a faggoty now. Whatever that means. The suspicious question.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't, I don't know, some fucking Mesk or I don't know.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in...
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You wanna know where Kuno was?
Don't tell him that!
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City.
Lame!
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up.
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make. You're testing Kuno's.
Get lost!
The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost!
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Trying to get Kuno hooked.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Run!
Help!
Please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he loves.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you. Change your plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line. You may end up...
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in a...
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno! Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late! Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with...
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Ну и хуйня, бля.
The corpse looks at you
О,
with
повешенный.
bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burn. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is...
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? That's...
Мне уже нравится офицер Ким, какой же он секси, блядь. Мы в какой-то сарай проникли. Блядь, куда? Как вернуться назад? Еще не все изучено.
Be still, my beating heart. It's the lieutenant isn't studying the power. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much. Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detect. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industry.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to, well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Пиздец, у меня 8%. Прыгну нахуй и сдохну. Эквилибристика, блядь. 1. Почему на 1? У меня персонаж, короче, без одной туфли, блядь, гоняет. Это пиздец. Приебал под градуль. Где деньги смотреть?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long...
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody.
You can still see the top of her hat. This trash container is locked. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Все, Вик, я у ФК.
Давай спокойно.
Спокойно.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies. An off-key melody starts.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore.
A single beep indicates that the line you ring the... What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static, but no one. You ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute or two. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It's...
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. The lieutenant exchanged.
It's you.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Who cares that you don't remember? No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you'd... Ever since I came to work here...
A spot of static overrides her will.
It's so nice to be able to...
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on silence. No one's home at 4. Silence. No one's home. Silence. No one answers. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. Silence. No. This button looks new, but...
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet. Yes?
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is...
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there any... Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order.
Something the matter?
What's going on? It's like you're... The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you see it too.
That's because I'm half silent. My father's father was from Syria, so was my grandmother, from another Syria. It's a part of the law, officer. The geopolitical entity and the geographic division.
Syria is a protectionist, isolationist, and Islamist state west of the Insular Islam. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some even say it's quite muster enough testosterone.
Are they?
You could use a good, normal illness.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualizations. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material, but this isn't an old school case.
I can't say that it does, no.
The lieutenant produces his small... We all have our You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your...
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. That's good. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish... Excellent. Was there anything else? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock worker, a security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wellpine. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates...
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. You mean like a brief? Do you want me... There's no reason to wing anything. 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies. During that time. Okay then. What? Good. Excuse me? You have a a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, they say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's a I don't know, containers.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. The box seems eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside my... Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being...
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a sec.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were no such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And and it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the... You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She looks at... He isn't even drawn right. She examines the picture, trying to find whatever is wrong with it.
Sure you can, sir. He's just a fictional character. He'll be no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
You fail to deduce anything. She waits intently.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not a proper deduction.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Probably some kids.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete. And you know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo. The central symbol, the church looks old and weather-worn. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual said, why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Eva Claire, the union leader. We should have done something about the union 10 years ago.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have no clue. It's so many walls all over Martinez. Whether
There must be another way into the building.
I can't get involved in this. So much for a quiet. I knew I should have quit. Hey, what's that noise down there?
a sturdy metal door guards the south. The door rattles against your knuckle. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not living anymore. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told. Go check the backyard door.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to...
Madame, I assure you, we are...
There is no reply.